he might have just summoning then, I just forgot. But that's 7 to face. This Astrocado hit cost 0, by the way. Because of Captain Cucumber, the synergy, let's go. So we've got an 8-6 Kernel Corn on turn 7. We're not drawing, but I don't need anything. Guys, look at this hand. Guys, look at this hand. This is not fair. We have 0 cost Astrocado pick. 8-6. Do we have a P for this? No, we don't. We don't even need it. I mean, this is so nuts. Making content for you guys is a full-time job, and it's only possible with your support. Click the link in the description to join my Patreon for access to exclusive streams, deep fry podcasts, private video calls, and more. What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today we are doing the very powerful Leafy synergy, and we are putting a twist on it by running some Conjure cards, which synergize very well with the Leafy package. Now, Leafy package always involves Bok Choy, which is a Leafy card and very, very versatile now that it has Team Up. And then you have the all-powerful Cabbage Bolt, a 2-cost 3/4 when played on Heights, which is ridiculous. And then you also have the typical Beanstalk, which will be a 3-cost 3/4 Conjure card, which is crazy. And then, of course, the Savage Spinach, which you can play on top of any of your Leafy cards, and it will be a 4-cost 5/6. It'll grow everything on your board and your hand to gain +2 attack. And it's just a really solid tempo strategy. And, of course, you finish off with the finisher of Espresso Fiesta. Now, the version of this deck that we are running some Conjure synergies. So first of all, you have a Lily Pad, which is a Leafy card. This will be synergetic with a lot of things in the deck. For example, you can play your Savage Spinach directly on top of it. Then you have an Amphibia 5/6, and you didn't really sacrifice a bottom card since this does conjure you a Leafy card when you play something on top of it. We're also running Captain Cucumber, which is going to make every card you conjure cost 1 less. So first of all, you can play Captain Cucumber directly on the Lily Pad, and then it will not only conjure you a Leafy card that costs 1 less immediately, your Captain Cucumber is going to be in the water, and it's going to be very difficult for a lot of heroes to take care of that. Captain Cucumber will also make the card conjured by typical Beanstalk better. All of these cards synergize really well with the Bananasaurus Rex. Just the Savage Spinach making the start off as a 5/3 basically makes this like a 4-cost Gatling Pea that can grow, which is ridiculous. All the other little conjures too, you can play the Bananasaurus Rex also on the Lily Pad in the water, which is again a 4/4 B-Rex Amphibious on turn 4. It's just so much damage, can't even chump block it. Of course, use just Captain Cucumber on turn 3 will buff the Bananasaurus Rex on turn 4, and because every card that it conjures will trigger the Dino Roar ability. Running some Jumping Beans, nice again to have some removal in the deck, but also works very well after the Savage Spinach, a nice 5-drop because this will be a 5/2, so it's just so much damage, as well as bouncing something off the board. And I was going to run Brainan in this deck, but Twitch chat, we had a little poll, and they opted for Plucky Clover. This is a card that was buffed in the December 2024 balance patch, I believe. This used to be 1/5, now it's 2/5, so it's still going to be gaining the cost of all of the it will be gain attack equal to the cost of the card that it conjures, is giving you an event card, but it is a Leafy card, so it does have synergy with the Captain Cucumber, it does have synergy with the Bananasaurus Rex, B-Rex on 4, Plucky Clover on 5, and of course again it is a Leafy, so the synergy is like you can always be playing your typical Beanstalks next to it and they still will be growing and drawing the card. So really a good excuse to run Plucky Clover, which again is one of the buffed cards from the balance patch that I haven't used, and where would be a better place for this than a Leafy Conjure deck sort of encompasses what the Plucky Clover does. Clickbee is just an overall really solid tempo card, which will work well in this tempo deck. Let's get right into the game, so if you guys enjoy, and here we go. And we'll do some bets. If you think we're going to win 6 out of 8, vote yes. 5 out of 8 is going to be a no. Banning our fries over here at the live stream, twitch.tv/FryEmUp. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of fun with this one today. Tonight! Yeah, I really want to see the thing this deck is built up around is the Lily Pad. This might be the ultimate Lily Pad deck. Really looking forward to getting that going. We do have a pretty good hand. Double Clickbee, I mean, there's nothing better than that. So 1, 2, 3, I mean, that's a hand, boys. So Clickbee in this deck, because of you really want these 3 lanes to be available for average, cabbage, the Cabbage Bolt here. So typically you're playing this here. I'm actually going to play it. Here, this is going to be a 3-3, so we can kind of make a free trade against the 2-3. Les Trois. And the opponent commits a 2-drop, so this is just free, and we're going to be so far ahead on this board. Not only this turn, but next turn we can either play Cabbage with Bok Choy or Cabbage with Blow if he plays a strong 3-drop, so we're just so far ahead already. And he conjured a Bullseye. It's just so one reason it's so hard for me to run Cosmic Scientist in a deck. If you play a 1-2 and they play a tempo play, you're just so far behind already, you know? So again, if he plays a Gravestone, I think this is Blow. It's a really decent blow on turn 3. Keeps this damage going to face. It keeps all of our tempo up. We'll be able to counter that with the Bok Choy, I believe, next turn. This, by the way, 2-cost 2-3 isn't bad. I'd love to see a Bananasaurus Rex or something here. And I love how the Lily Pad opens up the water lane in a Leafy deck. Like, that anyway is just good, because having more minions that are buffed by your Savage Spinach, it's so great. Second Espresso. Not what the doctor ordered, but it's okay. So he's going to do this play. So, the aggressive play would be to Bok Choy face here. The less aggressive play is going to be to Bok Choy here. I really don't mind the Conjure. Like, we don't really have anything to play these next few turns. So, because of that, I'm actually going Bok Choy face. It also, again, is reducing his health down now to 4. So it's just going to be really hard for him to stay alive here. We're not making the great trade against the 3-1, but this Conjure, I think, is at this point, because we know our hand is 2 7-drops, this Conjure is probably going to help us more than it helps him. Here's a 5. I mean, he just fed us a 6-6. I'm not even playing the Captain Cucumber. Screw it. I'm playing this, man. Right on curve. Perfect. Damn. Captain Cucumber could take advantage of the Gatekeeper Conjures too, but I think at 6-6 is 5-cost 6-6, man. Nothing to scoff at. Really? Jesus. Okay. That was a huge, you know, this I think is one of the things. We have some guys with 4 health, but I think this is genuinely one of the things that was really good against Leafy. Look how much value that got. It's good against Amphibious. Yeah, I guess the Tempo Dex is like the Tempo killer. Wow, and he covered that. So he's basically setting us up for lethal here. Let's try not to roll a 3. Thank you, by the way, for giving me a... Covering this made it way more likely for us to win now. Because now he needs to roll a 3. Otherwise, before he could roll a 2 and just block. Come on. Is Thanksgiving tomorrow? I live in Canada. We had Thanksgiving already like a month ago. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow. We'll see. I'm kind of in the middle of moving right now. Come on! Come on, Pumpkin! God damn it! Okay! Still in the game. Unlucky. Why do the bets not show for me? It's some countries they don't show the bets because like gambling is illegal or something like that. Okay. So it's probably just Jumping Bean, Marine Bean, I guess? I don't want to give him this back, though. Maybe I'll just Jumping Bean whatever he plays here, and if he doesn't play, I'll just go 3-0. I don't know. Again, we'd love to do a Thanksgiving stream. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow. If I stream tomorrow, then I'll do some kind of all-out turkey leftovers. Maybe I'll do like Flag Zombie Turkey's leftover deck. I don't know if I'm going to have time. I probably will have time, to be honest. Okay, so now what? So putting more, I mean, we're putting 2 minions on the board regardless, right? All right, screw it. I don't know what this guy's waiting for, but we're putting another. Even if he has a rocket, we have another way of dealing damage, and the Espresso Fiesta, even just on the Sea Shroom, is going to be lethal, so that's sort of the justification of this play. He's not going to be able to deal with the Sea Shroom. Anyway, did not have the answer. Sorry, people calling me. What's going on? Do 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 do. Yeah, so this is good. Do I get rid of the Captain Cucumber here just so we can try to get a better curve? Alright. Alright, I got worse. Let's see what we can draw here. La 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 la. Yep, so it doesn't really matter where this goes. In case we get top deck exactly cabbage, this will be better on heights. Basically the only consideration. We got a play! Nice! Huge. So it's gonna be Embiggen. And we'll just play this here. Yeah, I was totally spacing out. Like, I did a 1 damage wrath. Come on, man. Best wrath ever. The new wrath card is so sad. I don't like it, man. I feel like it needs to have some base damage, not multiplying it times the number of guys you have in the field. It has to, like, do 2 plus or something like that, you know? Or at least 1 plus. Yeah, so it's an answer to the 4-2, but we have a really decent play here. This is conjuring us a card, winning the trade against the 2-3. Freeze is not bad. I don't know if we're really going to have a Savage Spinach here. I mean, we could. It depends what he plays. Obviously, against a deadly minion, Savage Spinach would be sad. But Freeze is actually a really good answer to the Savage. I wouldn't mind getting a 3-drop here. Okay? I think we're playing this dry. It's so weird. I really wish we could have developed this first and play this in the water. This would be perfect next turn, but I think we're just going dry here. It doesn't seem to make sense to cover a 3-2 for like a little bit of 2 attack buffs. This one's gonna get covered anyway. It just doesn't seem worth it. We're proccing the block with the 5 here. Cryo Brains. Alright, so he got some kind of deadly imp, but decided not to play it that turn. Now he's got a lot going on. So that's his imp. I mean, we could just jumping beam that. It's a really solid jumping beam. There's nothing wrong with this play at all. This loses the deadly, by the way, so that's gone. He can still play here and take advantage. But yeah, we'll just go 6-7 or 6-7. Oh, he said the numbers. Oh my god! Everyone freak out. Everyone lose your minds. Why is he fruitcaking this one? He really wants to go face for 1, huh? You think he's gonna OTK me with that imp? Watch, he's gonna go for it. He needs to proc the block. He's set up for lethal already. Do I just do this? I think I just do this. Because we just want to go face with this next turn. My gosh, the B-Rex. We can't do it in the water because of the black hole. But we could go just 4-4 B-Rex. It will be 3-4 B-Rex. Thank you so much to whoever's anonymously gifting subs. Really appreciate it. That was a bunch. Okay. So we can go 1-4-1. This does not have deadly anymore. Thank you to Dan for subscribing. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like you. This will double strike now. Maul kill looks kind of cool, and we'll just freeze this one. And he's dead. We had two opponents who are like stalling, taking a long time, and then doing nothing. Oh my god. He said it! Someone said the thing! Oh my god! We're losing our minds! How original! Damn, I'm keeping this hand. You guys believe I'm keeping this hand. This is a sniper. I know this guy. Honestly, Z-Mech can't deal 4 damage. I can play this through. La, 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 la. Deal with it. Lily pad on 1. New meta, guys. It's beautiful. It's the greatest thing I ever saw in my life. Ow. Honestly, I'm so happy you played that on Heights. We need to deal with his teacher pronto. Not a whole lot he can do. He can healthy treat, I guess. He can 2 for 1. I mean, that's so much value. It's so crazy. You know what? And this is still a Leafy here, so we can totally play the 3-4. I mean, this is working out perfectly. Could not, scarcely be going better. Oh my gosh, look at this hand. Look at this hand, guys. I don't care. I don't care. He's just running out of steam. This is anyway the one I need to kill here. Oh, okay, now this is the one. I think I'm still doing this. I can deal with this next turn. The bullseye. You have to start blocking at some point here. Ow. Jesus. Okay, we're taking a lot of damage. Taking 8 on 1 block. It's crazy. Damn. So probably dealing with this sooner than later is good. I think I'm gonna actually double up against the 4-3 here. There's a click P from hell. See how he deals with this. Still got 4. It could be going for a going viral. Honestly, that wouldn't be that bad because we're still killing this. Leftovers is fine. What's your last card, bro? Nothing. Okay. That dies for free. We're taking a lot of heat, but we got the full block meter, and we have ways to clog these lanes at least, so... He hasn't really shown it. He would have played going viral, so he doesn't have a going viral. Period. Yep, so it's just gonna be like this. Probably this should have been the other way around, since 2 damage would be able to kill this one. 3 and 3 does kill the fly. Woo, another leftovers. Happy Thanksgiving. But he probably is not gonna have a way to break through here, unless he just top deck going viral, in which case he'll basically win. I think he kind of just loses here, because he just has no way of dealing with the chump blockers. Totally fine. Is there a world in which I mollicale here? I mean, I have to put something here, right? What the hell? I mean, this is not going to be better than a 3-4. I really do need to kill. He got this nurse. He just top decked that from middle manager, kind of keep himself in the game. I mean, I could... Everything dies. I don't really have a good answer to this 4-4 either. I could just go here. This would be the creative play and try to get a 1 or a 2. It would kill the nurse on the spot. It just means we're kind of dealing. Probably not letting him proc the block, but we really can't let him do this nurse either, though. This nurse healing again. I mean, what is health? Is health really going to help him? I could just say screw it and mollikill as well. Oh my gosh. What do I do here? I'm gonna look for a minion for a 1 or a 2. I think this is right. Ugh, we did not get it. Now this potted powerhouse just went crazy. What the hell? Against Z-Mech, that's actually so good. So we're gonna let him proc our block here, but we're killing the nurse. He's going way the hell up in terms of health. But now that we have this potted, 15 damage doesn't even seem too crazy. So we'll do this now. Ooh, should I have saved that though? So he can't play 2 minions here? Uh-oh. I don't really have 2 minions to play. I need something cheap. Okay, we got one. Nice. So we're gonna play Bok Choy Potted Powerhouse. That's such a cool conjure. Alright, Leafy winning as usual. I love this version too. Really have to, we haven't really seen, I mean that time I guess the lily pad kind of popped up. It conjured Potted Powerhouse there. That's basically as good as it gets. We didn't get a chance to play it though. I think unironically Savage Omelet, besides for being the fun play, I think that was actually arguably the correct play. What do we do with this hand? Dish the click P because it's not quite as good against Neptuna. Alright, this is a hand. I have to keep the lily pad for the memes. It's so good. We're going to draw into something that's going to make this lily pad justified. In the meantime, I guess we're spamming Bok Choy on 1, then Bok Choy Lily on 2, or Blow on 2. I think we're just playing our game here. And then we have this on 3. It was a fine curve. We're going to be drawing a couple cards, conjuring an extra Leafy. I love Bok Choy was an okay card before it got buffed. It didn't need a buff. But getting Team Up, man, it's so much better with Team Up. Team Up's underrated. Yep, so it's just gonna be you. And you. And we'll try not to get Weed Sprayed too hard next turn. For our next turn. Put the weaker one in front, just doesn't matter. Totally fine. Damn, that really makes it look like he doesn't have the Weed Spray, so kind of happy to see that. We have an excellent play. See if we get something better. We do not. Should this be here or here? Really doesn't matter, does it? I think it's gonna go here. Just in case we get another typical Beanstalk, this will have more places to go. Smelly Zombie is so slow. I really thought he was gonna play something like Imp Commander or even like you know, Landscaper, something that would actually make a good trade, but this is just a 2-2. Like, who cares, man? Wow, I'm really feeling the Captain Cucumber here. I think I'm just gonna play Captain Cucumber and see what happens. That goes down to 4 cost. So Blow's not gonna be very good. We could go Bok Choy, Mr. You know, into this. I guess if this is Pogo or Tomb Raiser, then we definitely want this Bok Choy to be here, so that's pretty good. It's gonna be one or the other, right? Got him! Get wrecked, by the way, by Bok Choy is such a good answer to Tomb Raiser. Even if it was Pogo, though, he'll want to bounce one of the other cards. Let's see if he doesn't block here. Yes, perfect. Block Frenzy would have been insane there. Captain Cucumber gets blocked, but the damage is already kind of done, so... You know what I'm saying. All right. So we're just going face. Literally just going face. See what we get. Blow. This gets reduced by the Captain Cucumber, so this only... Wait. Oh no, this created a 4 cost... Oh my gosh. That's so crazy. Wait. What? That would have gone face for the win. I'm just trying to figure out exactly why this went... This started at 2 and it gained 5, but this only cost 4. This is the one it conjured, obviously. It's not the Leafy card, it's the event card. Should Lily Pad cost 0? But maybe if the Captain Cucumber is on the right, then the Plucky Clover gains the full 5, and then the Captain Cucumber reduces it. But if the Captain Cucumber is on the left, then the Captain Cucumber reduces it first, and then the Plucky Clover sees the cost and it gains by the reduced cost. I don't think we've ever seen that. We're so used to Captain Cucumber being on the left. So we've really found an extra synergy with Lily Pad in this deck, is that if you have your Captain Cucumber on the Lily Pad, in the water lane, it's always going to be on the right, and then it doesn't reduce the attack of your Plucky Clover. Guys, it's all coming together. I never knew that game mechanic. I always thought the card it conjures is less, but no, things go from left to right. It actually makes a ton of sense. That's crazy. That Plucky Clover went up to 7 attack. It went from 2 to 7. Craziness. We'll definitely develop this. We don't need to deal with Middle Manager. Damn. A little bit of freeze. I'd love to get a 1-drop here. Got one. Crazy. So, yep, so let's wait here. Get that comment out. It's fine. I don't really have an answer to that next turn, but maybe we'll get one. I think it's just Captain Cucumber dry here, right? It's gotta be right. Hopefully I don't get wheat sprayed. It's okay. Dandelion King is what we got. Honestly, it's probably just B-Rex face. Is this right? The B-Rex actually dies on the block here. Alright, so let's do it like this, though. Screw it, man. The B-Rex dies to 3 damage when he blocks. And this hit enough things in our hand. I'm pretty sure that's justified. This also, then, we kind of, like, even trade here, which is great. Here's our block. Either one of these are awesome. Either one's fine. Totally fine. So, we could just jumping beam this one away. What else can we do? We can proc the block, go super aggro with the Dandelion King. It's a little bit nuts. It looks like our curve is so high, though. I guess we have 1+4 if we want. My gut is just jumping beam. Because that really reduces... He really kind of needs this to win right now. Maybe I'll just Molotkill next turn. La 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 la. Okay. So, if he blocks and gets rocked while we win, if he gets either of his damaging superpowers, he'll stay alive. Here. It's fine. Espresso Fiesta is coming. Second time we're faced with a Molotkill decision. Okay. So we can debate the guy in here and then just go face with something. So this is basically just going to be lethal. So what is the best one? Of these cards, I mean, the 5-drop is kind of the best on curve, but it's hitting him twice. It just does 1 damage here. Probably the 5/6 is correct, because he can't fruitcake it. Alright, that's what we're doing. He can't play going viral. The most he'll be able to play is like leftovers or something like that. So we're debating the Warlord into the lane, and then we're developing a 4-cost 5/6. Because why the hell not? It should be GG's. Got him. Yes. Guaranteed. Bam. Bodyguard. Aim. Got him. Yes. Just like that with 5-0. Come on, man. I think the intro has to be the Alright. Alright. I'm gonna look for a lower curve. Should I play the Mollical? Should I make a Leafy Mollical deck? It's so anti-synergetic. We can scarcely find a time to play it because Mollical's really so bad with Leafy. Any card that's buffed by the Savage Spinach is always just has better stats than the Mollical form. The average cabbage, really, I mean, at least the cabbage bolt has better stats than, you know, you can't really leap it to a 3-cost card. It basically goes down in stats. I don't know, man. Things go from left to right, so we can totally grab this. I think that's what we're going to do, though. Captain Cucumber obviously doesn't want to end up in the black hole lane. In the black hole lane? What the hell? This guy's so annoying. Ow. Do 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 do. He da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. He da 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 da. Yeah, deck is popping off. Yeah, things go. I mean, the card you play happens before any environments anyway. So even if these somehow these were on the left and this was on the right, yeah, I guess if this was on the right, it would still conjure. Things go left to right only if they're not the card actually being played at that moment. So we got Rolling Stone, but even it's still a 1-for-1 and we conjure a card. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. So we can either go 3-in-1 or 2-in-1. This bok choy kind of became sad, but I think this is okay. We're just gonna keep conjuring here. It's gonna be like a... It's probably just gonna be a, what's it called? A Tomb Raiser. We're so screwed. I'm just gonna spam this here. Nice to have this developed. I'm saving time by playing it here. So it doesn't go back and forth. It is Tomb Raiser. Decent play. Did we just play this guy? Wait, is this the guy we just played? No. Wait. No. Oh, it's not. It's not the same Neptuna from 2 games ago. Okay. Ow, Tomb Raiser. Yeah, so probably just Jumping Bean. This is... I mean... If he's playing like Yeti or something, the Jumping Bean might be better later. I wonder if it's just, like, this and then freeze. I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit you with this. Captain Cucumber Conjuring could be good. Oh my gosh. Damn, this is probably the play now. This has to be right. This will actually move. But if we do this here, then this will end up being up again. We don't know what that is. Is this moving in good? I think this is right. And then this one will die. Not a bad Savage, though, and we've got the Espresso. We just gotta kind of hang on for a couple of turns here. I got Chemist from the Tomb Raiser, and it is a freeze. So the Jumping Bean will probably be more useful next turn. He'll probably keep his Yeti alive and freeze the 4/4 here. That's my guess. No, he's protecting his face, so Yeti just dies. Okay, I don't mind that. He can't capitalize on the Chemist. We might just bounce the Chemist now. So that was turn 5. So 6 will have 5-in-1 looks good. Or 3-in-2 also looks pretty good. Damn. These are 2 really, really good plays. Jumping Bean face in 1, bounce the Chemist, and then use the Click P to kill the 5/3. It's probably the most solid here. I'm just trying to think, like, what makes us have more Espresso Fiesta targets. This play is okay, but we don't really have... both of them would die. So let's make more Espresso Fiesta wins next turn by doing this way. We're also doing lethal damage this turn. I guess Lou the Pogo. Yeah, this deck is absolutely dominating. Come on, man. Probably is ever wise not to play Black Hole versus a Meguro Hero, since they can use it to their advantage by playing Cabbage Pult on turn 2. Moving off fight so they can play another one. Again, I don't know, do you play around 2 Cabbage Pults in his hand? I don't think you play around 2 Cabbage Pults, no. I think the main consideration is to think, like, is surprising him later with the Black Hole or covering one of his environments going to happen? But Black Hole is really one of the environments that gets value immediately on turn 1, so without any other considerations, you're typically going to just spam it. Alright, so decision time again. He did break through here with the Frenzy. So, we don't really, again, have any good trades against this 5-1. He could make our life easier by playing. Okay, so if we don't go Espresso Fiesta here, which again, it would be hit, block, and then Neptune or blow would save. I think we're going to do the Espresso next turn. So maybe 2 and 5. I think this is right. This looks really, really good. Just gonna keep him off this board, keep more threats, and we'll have a... Oh my gosh, I got Discotron. He's so much for us having more threats. Bro, come on. That's such a powerful, you know, he got that from the Tomb Raider zombie. This Tomb Raider is kind of popping off, not gonna lie. Here's a Yeti as well. Okay. Alright, so he kills the 4-2. Smart. It's a 5-2, actually. Keeps the Discotron alive. I mean, I'm still... he's killing our 5 attack guy is the one we really want to Espresso. Alright, so we're coming up on turn... That was 7. We're coming up on turn 8 now. So we'll have 3 and 5. We'll also have 3 and 4. I guess 3 and 5? And then the Captain Cucumber will be on the right. We know this new game mechanic. I literally never knew that one before. We're still okay here. Because this Espresso is going to beat him at some point. It's just so annoying. Can also go double V-Rex. Double V-Rex is definitely not it. Yeah, I think 3 and 5 looks pretty good. We can also Espresso defensively and kill this Yeti. Is that worth it? Probably not. He needs resources to these not even trades. So. I think 3 costs 3/4 Captain Cucumber into this, and then who knows. Let's try it. So again, this should grow equal to the cost. We got a 1, but we did get a free minion here. I think this is worth it too, because we gotta really get through this block cycle. Obviously, we can click on the gravestones now. That might come in handy next turn just to know what he plays. He's been spamming gravestones every turn. Damn, another Yeti really hurts though. Okay. Maybe I'll just proc the block with the Spirits this turn and then Espresso Fiesta him. Oh my gosh. Oh no! Oh no, we're gonna lose on that! Okay, we need to roll 3 now. I wonder if I should have just YOLO the Espresso, man. Okay. So we're losing this trade. Could we roll a 3 is the question. Come on! Alright. Damn. No, 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 no. He da 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 da. Alright, it's a hand. Bets are losable? I think we still got it. So, okay, so we actually want to keep this lane open now because of the lily pad. So I think I'm going to just spam this middle here. Alright. A little bit different, the Leafy package. You know, again, usually you're leaving these lanes open for all the average cabbage stuff. I like spamming this in 4. Again, so I could put a different Leafy card here, and then we'll have 2 options of where this can be in the middle. But anyway, we need lane 4 open because we're probably going to end up playing this in 4 next to the lily pad in this particular deck list. So definitely an exception to the rule. So it's going to be lily pad in 5 and then in big in, basically no matter what he plays. Unless he plays Toxic Waste Imp in 3, would be the would probably be the only exception to that. Yep. He might have freeze. He might be going for it. It kind of just means whatever he plays the next turn, though, has a bad... Oh, he has that freeze? That's not what I meant! I thought it was good. Well, he played HG Superpower. Okay, that's where he got that. Okay. Okay. Annoying. Anyway, there's only one play. It's typical Beanstalk. Oh! Big is a Leafy card? I don't even know. I guess he is. Big Leaf. Classic. He's using a bonus attack to keep that alive. Okay. He's really wasting a like 1-cost bonus attack to keep a buried treasure alive. I don't concur. Okay. Oh my gosh. He got a really, really good HG Super though. That's the only reason he's even in this game right now. Should we just do Amphibious freaking Fig right now? I'm feeling like Fig just in 1. I don't think I care about this enough. In fact, now that he committed, I guess I do this now. Because we really just want damage. So this does so much damage. The Fig doesn't do nearly as much. That's a really decent card against Huge Giganticus too, because he does not have a way of dealing with a 6-2, man. I guess he can rocket it. But there's a lot of things he needs to get right now. If we get another little card, I'd love to just develop the Snake Grass. We're really just racing him, and we got one. Gosh, it's so solid. So, this has to be right. It's better than the Fig here, I think. What you got, bro? With 9 damage on his face. Crazy. Should I just run Snake Grass in this deck because it's a Leafy card? Just run it unironically. What did he just do? He drew cards there? What did he even play? Okay, bro. That's not... You're so far behind. He's trying to race a Leafy deck. Good luck with that, man. We need a leap! What can it be? What's going to do 11 damage here? You know what I mean? Nothing. That's what. Prime up. Got him. Alright, so the bets are yes. What a surprise. Who bets no against a Leafy deck? Leafy decks are top tier. Unironically, I think it was random person who opened my eyes up and said, "Hey Fry, look at this Leafy package, look how great this is." And I finally did it, and it works with every hero. You can do the meme version like we're doing today, and it still just wins, free wins, fast wins. Definitely recommend during, especially on the weekends when we have the Lawn Wars, man. This is definitely one of the decks you should be keeping in mind. Don't need 2 of those. Don't need 2 of those. Yes! Just a mulligan into a hand. Man, that's a hand. I love Bok Choy on 1 on Heights, and then this is Cabbage on 2, because this is just so much damage, and you can't, on turn 2, you can't break through a 3-4. This is so strong. Damn, man. Now what? What are you gonna do? There. You didn't have that last turn? I don't get it. But anyway. Totally fine. La la la. The damage is kind of already done. So, yep. Playing into Acid Rain, but not much we can do about that. Will I ever do 10 games anymore? Ooh. That's a piano? Yes! So, Captain Cucumber is rolling. It means we don't have the spinach upgrade, but we probably don't need it. Reincarnation's the only card that doesn't really benefit. Oh my gosh, but we got a freaking tempo play. Are you kidding me? So we can go 3+1, we can go 3+1. Oh, there's so much we can do here. We can also just spam 4. It's not bad. I don't really see us upgrading this at any point. This gets so much value. Like, I really want to develop something on Heights before we play this, but at the end of the day, this is not going to stay till next turn. Never mind. So I'm just doing this now. He's going to go for the Area 22. I'm just making this insane tempo play right now. Should I be... What would I get that would even play over this? So this is 4-5. Should I even freeze here? I think the freeze is going to be more useful next turn. This is so much value. Oh, okay, freeze. Because Area 22 still loses the strength. Okay, okay, I guess I should have frozen. This Conjure costs 1 less, though. That's fine. I mean, he's conjuring a card that costs 1 less, but he gave us like a late game card. It's not bad. No nut synergy here. Rolled another 1. Got an Estricado. We'll definitely take it. You guys know how it is. This is also very synergetic with the Captain Cucumbers here. Yeah, so Freeze Estricado looks pretty good. I think that's what we're doing. Should I be going face with Estricado? Estricado! That was obscure. This takes out the Cheese Cutter, which will open up a lane. This is potentially doing more damage, but he's gonna have an answer to something here, right? This kind of plays better around Area 22. Just takes that off the board. Then we can Jumping Bean next turn or something. I feel like setting up a spinach play would be really, really good because, we just have all these minions in our hand. They're all going to be so OP once we spinach. Totally fine. So just going for Cryo Brain and Beam Me Up inside. So the Estricado gets blocked no matter what here. The difference is that if he gets Acid Rain, if we played Estricado in 4, we'd be Conjuring here for sure. He didn't get it. So he either has Evaporate, Summoning, or Bats. He also has a starting superpower that he hasn't played yet. So let's assume that's Evaporate. And then he got Summoning or Bats there, I guess. This is a really good time to Spinach. Extremely good. So we could just do the Spinach here. I'm not seeing a better play. I mean, Jumping Bean ain't bad here either. Actually, maybe it's Jumping Bean. Jumping Bean Lily Pad, I think, is really good. Because it keeps the Estricado alive. Otherwise, this would do 7, and then this would do 5, which is crazy. Jumping Bean might be more... We have this also next turn. There's so many good plays. Okay, I think because the Jumping Bean might really save us against something like a Mechasur later, I'm going to do this play. Which anyway is like 7 and 5. It's actually lethal damage if he somehow doesn't have an answer here. This is really, really, and every single turn again, and we're going to be rocking him and rolling him. So he did get Bats, and I think he's going to Evaporate the Cucumber here, if I'm tracking superpowers correct, which I'm not. Did he play one? Did he Summoning? Sorry, he might have just Summoning then, I just forgot. But that's 7 to face. This Estricado hit cost 0, by the way. Because of Captain Cucumber, the synergy, let's go. So we've got an 8-6 Kernel Corn on turn 7. We're not drawing, but I don't need anything. Guys, look at this hand. Guys, look at this hand. This is not fair. We have 0 cost Estricado pick. 8-6. Do we have a P for this? No, we don't, but we don't even need it. I mean, this is so nuts. Oh, come on. What do we do here? 2, 5, and 0 looks awfully good. Just to put as many threats on this board. These are like lethal threats we're adding. They're all lethal to this 5, 5, and this will be 5 next turn. This protects these guys. We're playing around piano. This is so crazy, guys. Come on. Who cares? Yes! That's what I thought. That is what I thought. Come on, guys. This is such a fun deck. Yeah, that is precisely what happens when you combine Conjure and Leafy in the same deck. I feel like especially that last game. But yeah, we went 7-1 easily. I mean, really, really, really whooped some butt and took some names today. And that was just such a fun version of it. Oh my gosh, that was insane. Having a full buffed hand. Every single card in our hand was giga buffed. It was so crazy, guys. But the answer is yes, years ago. Who voted no against this deck? You guys voted no against the Plucky Clover, huh? But yeah, if you want to see more decks like this, be sure to subscribe. It's definitely going on YouTube. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. This is Fry.